Today I'm thrilled to talk about a revolution in digital security, the rise of passkeys and authentication. Imagine the Galactic Empire's Death Star in the Star Wars saga. Its downfall is not just due to the Rebel Alliance's bravery, but also its outdated security protocols. In today's digital age, where everything is online, login credentials hold significant value for every user. Usernames and passwords have been the go-to for website security for decades, but with increased technological advancements, multiple alternatives have emerged. One such alternative is passkeys. You may have heard about it as a mechanism for passwordless authentication, but what exactly is a passkey? How does it work? And how is it secure? In this guide, I'm going to discuss with you everything you need to know about passkeys. So first off, what is a passkey? You can see in this image here that a passkey often is equated to something that you put your fingerprint on or some sort of biometric. So what a passkey really is a random code that one uses when logging into an account. Passkeys do not require any special characters or numbers to be secure, but they do require a specific length of time to be secure. Passkeys can be either time-based or event-based, and the way they are generated and tracked depends on the implementation. More recently, passkeys are tied to biometrics, like that fingerprint that I was talking about, where the user identity is confirmed through unique biological characteristics, such as fingerprints, face recognition, other biometrics as well. Biometrics passkeys leverage device-native features like Touch ID, Face ID, and Windows Hello. The FIDO Alliance, an industry consortium dedicated to promoting secure authentication methods, has developed the FIDO2 and WebAuthn standards to support this type of biometric authentication. These standards offer a secure, interoperable solution to replace passwords. With passkey authentication, users can enjoy a more convenient and secure way to authenticate their identity, while reducing the risk of unauthorized access to their accounts like this guy's doing. So what is the difference between a passkey and a password? A passkey and a password are both authentication mechanisms used to secure access to private information. Usernames are unique identifiers chosen by the user, while passwords are typically a combination of letters, numbers. We've all seen these before. You've all used a password if you're at this conference. Passkeys, on the other hand, are generated and managed by a device, such as a smartphone or a security key, and are used in conjunction with biometric authentication methods, like we talked about. Fingerprints, Touch ID, facial recognition, or Face ID. WebAuthn passkeys are considered more secure than passwords because they are unique to each user and a device. They cannot be easily intercepted or guessed by attackers. Unlike passwords, passkeys cannot be stolen in a data breach because they're never transmitted over the internet. Another advantage of passkeys is that they are easier to use than passwords. Users do not have to memorize a complex combination of characters, but instead rely on their device to authenticate them. Passkeys are also resistant to phishing attacks because they're verified by the device, not a website. So if R2-D2 hears from C3PO that they should get let in, maybe we have an issue. So how do passkeys work? Passkeys are generated randomly and stored on the user's device. When logging into an account that requires a passkey, the user presents the passkey, which is then verified by the server. The server compares the passkey to stored templates and checks if it's valid. If it is, the user is authorized to log in. The only time the server has access to the passkey is during authentication. The cryptography behind WebAuthn passkeys is based on public key cryptography, which uses a pair of keys, a private key and a public key. The private key is kept secret by the user and is used to sign messages or data, while the public key is shared publicly and is used to verify the signature. When a user registers a WebAuthn passkey, the device generates a new key pair and stores the private key securely within the device's hardware. The public key is then sent to the website or online service, which stores it along with the user's account information. To authenticate with a WebAuthn passkey, the user simply needs to connect their device to the website or an online service and perform a biometric authentication, such as a fingerprint or facial recognition. The device then signs a unique challenge generated by the website using the private key and sends the signed message back to the website. The website then verifies the signature using the public key stored on its database and grants access if this signature is valid. So with all that said, how safe are passkeys really? Passkeys are secure due to the fact that they are tied to biometric factors and the fact that they are not reusable. Passkeys are primarily used for single sign-on purposes, meaning a user can log into multiple websites with a single passkey. However, each website will have a specific passkey, which ensures that if one website is hacked, the hacker cannot use that same passkey to log into other websites that use the same passkey generation system. In case a passkey gets stolen, it will only grant access to the specific account it's linked to and not any other account. Okay, so what are the downsides of passkeys? Well, there's a few downsides that have been identified. First, passkeys are device specific. So if a user registers a passkey on an account with their MacBook or laptop using Touch ID and then try to go to their iPhone and use biometric Face ID, it won't work. They'll need to set up individual passkeys for each device. Syncing functionality has yet to be widely available, but many password managers and operating systems may eventually support passkey syncing. I'm hoping 1Password does this soon. The second downside of using passkeys is that most websites and apps do not support passkeys yet. This too will change in the future as support is spreading. You've probably heard that Google and AWS are currently making users switch to a passkey authentication. If you're a developer looking into implementing passkeys for your application, check out our Passkey and Web Authn developer resources on fusionauth.io. The third downside is that if a user loses access to a device, they could have trouble recovering their account access. Most sites support account recovery options if a password has been forgotten. So how do you set up a passkey? It varies depending on device. If you go to settings or security section of your device, you can look at an option to set up a passkey. If you're using a security key for WebAuthn passkeys, the process may involve registering the key with your device or service. You may also need to set up biometric authentication methods such as fingerprints or facial recognition to use the passkey. Then you need to confirm the passkey and save the changes. To set up a passkey in Apple, for example, on your Mac, make sure you have iCloud Keychain set up. When you see the option to save passkey for the account, choose how you want to sign in. Touch ID on your Mac, place your finger on the Touch ID sensor, scan a QR code with your iPhone or iPad, or use an external security key. As a developer, if you're looking to implement WebAuthn into your next application, I'd recommend going to webauthn.wtf. It's a community-maintained website about the standards and its implementation steps. So with all of this said, passwords are a fragile way of securing user accounts, prone to hacking and cracking, and passkeys provide a passwordless experience without sacrificing security. Passkeys work by using a randomly generated code that's unique to each account and requires permission from the server to authenticate. They also provide the added benefit of being a one-stop solution for various accounts while maintaining individual security. Developers can find various options when it comes to implementation, either in-house or third-party solutions like Fusion. Passkeys are the future of logins, are an excellent alternative to passwords. If you need any help with your next implementation, reach out to us. We'd love to help you out.